Hey, Lori here to talk a little bit about dummy variables. And this is when we take variables that are categorical and we turn them into numbers so that we can use them in a regression analysis. And the first place I'm going to show you how this can be done is in our Titanic data set. So you'll recall perhaps from the other video that sex is given to us as only male or female. And obviously you can't regress on words like male and female. So what we're going to do is make ourselves set that we want males. I'm going to make it 1 and 2. It doesn't really matter. Most people use 0 and 1, but you can use anything you want. I'm going to make females 2. And then I'm going to give myself a new column, and I'm going to equals VLOOKUP. And then remember, I'm going to look up this, which is the value I'm looking up, and then I want to look for that value in this array. And then I'm going to substitute column 2, and I want it to be an exact match, so I'm going to type in false. And the good news is male came up 1. That's what we wanted. Let's go ahead and see if this works. Oh, let's not forget to anchor our array, otherwise it will be strange. But we don't want to anchor our lookup value, so we'll hit F4 to undo that. One more time. There we go. So our formula now says, let's get rid of that extra dollar sign. It now says look next door in the column next door, and then compare that value to what's in this array and give me what is in column 2 of the array when I have an exact match. So I'm going to copy that down, and look, my females turned out as 2, so that's good. So I can go ahead and hit the corner there and drive it all the way down through all of my data. Now I'm all set to go ahead and run a regression. The question is, what will those regression results mean? Well, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do, this is sex. There we go. And we want to know how that affects our survival rate. So we're going to go to data and data analysis, regression, and what we're predicting, our Y range is here. Control Shift, pick up all of our data, and then we want to go down, and our X range is going to be, if it will let me move it up, there we go, will be our sex. So we're going to go ahead and there. So we're predicting B, which is our survival rate, using X, which is sex. We do have labels, confidence level of 95%. Remember, never click constant is 0 or you will get some very funky results. We want it to come out in a new worksheet, so we're good. And we're going to go ahead and expand our columns so that we can read everything. Good news, it appears it is significant. We're explaining 29% of the variation in whether or not a passenger survived or not just by their sex. And it looks like the coefficient for sex is 0.553. So what this means is that when you move 1 unit from being male to female in this case, it affects your variable, your dependent variable, by 0.55. And so that's a positive impact. So what that tells you is moving from male to female has a positive impact on your chances of survival. Let's think of other variables. Let's say that we are doing football. I know one of our class colleagues is working on football kicking, and it's dome or no dome. And we could easily convert these into a dummy variable where no dome is 0 and dome is 1. Then if you have a positive coefficient, it tells you that as you move from no dome to a domed stadium, your chances increase that the kick will be good, or that the kick will be long, whatever it is your dependent variable is. And you can also use this for college educated versus not college educated. Anytime you have 2 possible answers to a categorical question, you can use dummy variables. Give me a shout, text me, Let me know if you have any questions. I know lots of you have cool data, and some of your data is in nominal. This is basically nominal format, and you'll want to run a regression. So this is a way that you can do that. Give me a shout if you have any questions.